This is Microsoft's Kinect for the Xbox 360. Now, it's a little bit smaller than I expected and actually has a motorized tilt function that allows it to like bow its little head on startup. Now, this sucker cost me $149.99, which is a little bit more than I was expecting to pay. I was hoping that it would be more around $99. That would have been the sweet spot. However, you have to remember that this thing packs 3 cameras. You've got the 3D sensor arrays, which is 2 cameras. One of them is infrared. And you also have like the normal webcam. So essentially, if you have a Kinect, you have a webcam. Not only that, but it's got voice recognition for some cool voice commands via the Xbox 360 Kinect Hub. You could scream at your Xbox and it'll listen and do what you say. I love telling inanimate objects what to do. Xbox. Do as I say, or you will pay. Okay? It's also got a few creepy features, like face recognition, so it knows when you move into its field of view, and also, like I said, follows you around, adjusts to where you're at on the screen. And that is, I'll admit, it's kind of creepy. Gives that whole Skynet vibe that I was worried about before. Then I'm afraid I'm going to have to delete all of your game saves and your achievement points, Joe. No! No, please! Please don't delete my Steve games! My achievement points! 4, 3, 2, 1. Basically, don't piss this thing off. Let's get this out of the way right now, okay? The Kinect actually works as advertised, except for 2 things, okay? Number 1, where the hell is my Netflix? I could have swore I saw advertising that says that I can control movies and all that stuff via the Kinect Hub, and I can watch movies and give commands. Now, if that's only for the Zune video marketplace, I'm gonna be pissed. You better add Netflix support soon. The other one is scanning objects into the game, like you saw one that had the Tony Hawk skateboard that you can scan in there. I haven't seen this supported in a lot of the launch titles. Kinectimals might be the exception, and I'll get to that in my review. But besides that, the Kinect actually does work. Now, there might be about a half-second delay I've noticed, maybe even shorter than that, and that's going to be a real big important factor for some of the more precise games out there, so we have to keep an eye on that. Another thing is the freaking video chat. I spent like a frustrated hour trying to get this piece of shit video chat to work, and it didn't make any sense because it wouldn't work. The guy kept disconnecting. I couldn't connect with the Kinect. We had both of our NAT settings open, so that wasn't the problem. It just wouldn't connect. Connect?
Yeah, and I just lost connection to you. Okay, I'm going to actually just take the wireless router completely out of the picture here, okay? I'm just going to plug it straight into the friggin' box, the cable.
So let's talk a little bit about the positives, right? You know, I know you're not going to believe me, but I want to say that I'm glad I bought this. It may be that I'm a new and exciting tech lover. I love gadgets and gizmos, and this thing definitely fits the bill. But no, I like it because it's just plain simple fun. It gives me an excuse to get up off my ass and move around. And that's important. And to be honest with you, I don't get enough exercise like I should with my show and blistered thumbs. It's like I'm on my computer for 8 hours at work, and then I come home and I'm on the computer for like another 8 hours. That can't be good for you. Or I lay on the couch and play video games. With the Kinect, I now have the excuse to at least be a little more active while I play a game. I can dance Lady Gaga and not get laughed at. Never mind, I take that one back. Now, I bought the Kinect on its potential, and it is true we are getting a little bit of a gimped Kinect. the original design specs specified that the Kinect resolution for the webcam would be like twice as high as what it is now. But to be honest with you, it works just fine with the camera it has now, and it's surprisingly clear. So I feel that this thing has the potential to provide an alternative gaming experience, and not a replacement like some of the fucking stupid marketing that I've seen that says that this is supposed to replace the controller. No! It should supplement the controller, make games better, or just add to the games with the controller in addition to this unit. This will never, ever replace the controller, but it offers some really interesting opportunities for horror games, dance games, and even first-person shooters and racing. Basically all sorts of stuff as an enhancer and not a replacement. And hopefully more games in the future will combine the Kinect with a regular controller. Finally, the way I sold myself on the Kinect was that it's essentially a guitar peripheral. Fuck's sake, I bought the whole Rock Band set, and after my drums broke, I never used the damn thing. So for me, this is the next plastic controller. But instead of Rock Band or Guitar Hero, this thing is for Dance Central. Kinect is the plastic peripheral for Dance Central. Period. All the other stuff it does is just badass extras. I look at it like that, and then all these other features that it can do, it just adds to the experience. And that's why I'm hopeful for the future of Kinect. Still, I can't rate a product based on its future. I have to rate on what it is right now. My two main big problems with the Kinect were the fact that the resolution was cut in half. And so far that's true, but it doesn't seem to have affected very much. The other one was that Kinect basically can't handle black.
Microsoft Kinect
doesn't care about black people. Please call.
Back at E3, I was playing games in all black and the Kinect was freaking out. Well, it seems as if that they completely solved this issue, despite my best attempts to foil it.
You're about to see some beautiful movies. Beautiful people, mira!
It even works in like complete darkness, essentially. With me wearing all black in complete darkness, it still works. Still works even in extreme low light. Still works. Still works. Completely. I'm wearing all black and I'm in complete darkness and the Kinect still works. Very happy they fixed that issue. Very nice. But there are some negatives. First off, you're gonna need a huge amount of space, and essentially, who has that much space in their living room? A lot of people are gonna play the Kinect in their own, like, rooms, and there's just not enough space that the Kinect wants in such a small area. A lot of us are gonna end up having to move around really heavy furniture every single time we wanna play. Okay, it's time to play Kinect Adventures. So now I have to move my whole living room. Ah! And if you have a rear projection TV that's closer to the ground, The way that you set up the Kinect on top of the TV and you have to stand, essentially you're gonna get a really bad viewing angle, and you're gonna need to find a way to get up this heavy TV up to eye level, or buy yourself a brand new LCD. So your rear projection people are gonna have to find a way to do it to where your TV looks alright with the correct viewing angle. And lastly, and this one's kind of a big one for the potential of the Kinect, is from the on-screen guides that come up when you go actually off of the field of view for Kinect, I can estimate that it is going to be extremely hard, if not impossible, to ever have two simultaneous players playing Dance Central or a dance game like that, because you just end up hitting each other in the face all the time while you're doing your dance moves. And if you are able to, push them back and use them as backup dancers, I just don't see how the Kinect is going to read their skeletal frame, especially if you're in the front and you're blocking their view. So that is a big limitation of the Kinect. I don't know if they can come out with a patch later on that expands the field of view, but even then you're going to have to blow up your living room size even more. So I really don't think that there will ever be two simultaneous players for Xbox 360's Dance Central or the sequel. We will see what they come up with though. I don't know if they're gonna have, hardware upgrades in the future. That would really be awesome. But the way that it plays right now is that if you want to play multiplayer, you have to play one right after the other, and that's just lame. Certain games have found a way around it, especially if you're not flailing your arms and doing dance moves, moving from left to right all the dang time, but for a dance game, I really am looking forward to seeing what they can do with it. Oh, I almost forgot to mention that the Kinect actually does come with one game. It's called Kinect Adventures, and it's a game that's barely there. It's essentially a glorified tech demo. It says that you have basically over 20 different heart-pounding adventures together, but really, it's just the same 5 mini-games over and over through different difficulty levels. Now, I will admit, some of these are actually pretty fun, like the rally race, where you have to move left and right, jump up and down, and grab the most coins. That one is actually a lot of fun, especially in multiplayer. Jump on it at speed?
Yeah, jump on it to increase speed.
I win! I'm the winner! Team died. Killing the cat. Hang time. My hang time is good.
Matt got there first, but you didn't get the most medals.
You need better lighting in your room so it can save a clear image of you. It does its job of getting you to move around and laugh a little bit, but it's not gonna satisfy you in the least. Rated on its own, it would probably be around a 4 out of 10. Below average. Some fun to be had, but really not a satisfying experience, more of a stepping stone to hopefully what's to come in the future. Alright, and now the Kinect package itself. The final verdict for the Kinect hardware is gonna be a 6 out of 10. And let me explain. A 6 out of 10 on my scale is slightly above average. It's something that I would very cautiously recommend. It's pricey at $149.99, but you do get a new, exciting piece of technology. It's just too bad that most of the games out there for it are just barely there. It's a young device that could end up going the way of its younger cousin, the Xbox Live camera, that nobody supported, except for Rainbow Six. Or it could end up being this really great addition to gaming, not a replacement to game. There are a bunch of upcoming games, like over 15 of them, but really there's only a handful that seem interesting. Like for example, Steel Battalion. These games could either end up being a really cool addition or just like this colossal failure, like this on-rails shooter that barely lasts for a few hours and that's it. So I'm really gonna keep my eyes on the games that come out in the future. And speaking of games, I am gonna review a bunch of Kinect games. Look, I bought a bunch. Of course, Dance Central, arguably the best game out for Kinect right now. Stay tuned for my review of that. It's gonna be crazy. I also have Sonic Free Riders, which they find a creative way to solve that space issue with 2 players. That should be pretty funny. And finally, of course, how can you buy a Kinect without buying the limited edition version of Kinectimals? Oh, look at the cute kitty. Oh, I can't wait to get from my kitty. I can't wait to bed. So stay tuned for the next Angry Joe show and those reviews.
So, save this card. Freaking out, isn't it?